What is going on, everybody? We're back with some more awesomeness. Today we are checking out... I don't want to see us move. Today we're checking out Crypt's new album. Well, newest album.
My volume's not off, sorry.
Buried Alive. We are super fucking late to the party.
Hey, robot.
What up, robot?
Nope. We are not doing requests right now. We're doing an album review.
Yep, this is just an album review stream.
This is solely an album. It is overdue, Tyson. We agree. We are somewhat behind.
Way overdue. Always been planned. But, unfortunately, life has kind of taken over things, sadly.
Overtime.
But we're here!
We are.
After this, I think all we're going to have to cover for what we're missing is Quedeca.
Right. You were thinking of doing Tragman as
Well, that's going to be
normal.
That's going to be my next one. That's going to be track by track.
Right.
And then I don't remember... Hey, thanks. It's Venom. Adrenaline Momentum.
Finally saw the movie.
Yeah.
He did. I had seen it.
90% hot garbage.
Right.
But I'm still excited for Let There Be Carnage because it's Carnage.
Right. Hopefully they get that right. And Woody can play a really good crazy.
So, we're going to do this like we do. You can see us. We're right here.
As far as I know, right?
We're going to do this like we would normally do any other album review. We're going to check out the individual tracks that have videos as videos. If we've reacted to it, we're just going to let it play through without pausing it unless we have something to add.
Right.
Because we have reactions to them already. So like the Adam Calhoun Jelly Roll
Right.
feature.
Right. There's a few.
There's a couple of them.
Yeah. Hey, Freeman.
Hey, yo! What's up, Freeman?
That is true. That is true. We appreciate you just popping in, though.
But yeah, so I'm super excited to check this out. It's long overdue.
I'm super excited that there's a lot of music videos.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Me too. So I guess we're going to go ahead and jump into this. We have a nice amount of people here. The first song is Tales from the Crypt 2, which is actually a one-take video.
All right.
Which is awesome. And let's see how this starts. Let's get it.
This right here is how I kick off the album. I don't really care about the outcome. I just want to tell a couple stories and prove to everybody that I'm more than you think about me times 1,000. I spent the last year looking back on my accomplishments, ignoring all the compliments I don't ever really talk about. Cause the second that I do, one of you is gonna choose to ruin my mood and bring me down some. I can never get a glimpse of happiness cause every time it happens I just think about the accidents that might come.
What up, Mike?
People on the internet remind me that I ain't shit and I agree with them, but I pretend that I doubt them. I remember backstage back in Omaha, Mac told me stop making rap records all about them, but it's hard because a part of me doesn't even want a part of this shit, but the other part was all of it. I'm in the middle like Malcolm. How come?
I'm in the middle like Malcolm.
Malcolm in the middle.
I love Crypt.
I do.
And I feel bad for him because he legit does get drug into so much bullshit.
Literally Freeman. Definitely a little pyro. And it's not just that. Like, he's a humble guy that obviously has some self-insecurities like all of us and is willing to talk about them, but like has to kind of keep persevering.
Didn't we buy this album?
Yeah, we have it somewhere.
Should be down there.
Yeah,
we bought the album. It's just we haven't
right. I think
listened to it.
Yeah,
because Mama Crypt sent the
yeah,
little
she sent us a
note,
really sweet note
because she's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, we keep most of our albums and eventually we'll frame them. Like, we don't actually... We'll stream once we have listened to this live. So, yeah.
pretend that I doubt him. I remember backstage back in Omaha, Mac told me stop making rap records all about him, but it's hard because a part of me doesn't even want a part of this shit, but the other part was all of it. I'm in the middle like Malcolm. How come every time I open my feed, there's so many comments full of positivity, but the second something's negative, it's inevitable that in my head all the positive has been outdone. If you dealt with the hatred I get on a day-to-day basis, I promise you wouldn't make it, so don't even try. The only person that should hate me is myself, and I do, but you, I've never even given you a reason why. And more times than not, I lay in bed and I sigh, thinking what it would be like if I were to die. That's the time you see me hop on the Instagram live and chat with you guys running away from my mind. Somebody says some dumb shit to get under my skin, then I circle back around.
I don't know how it happens, but every time I catch this man on an Instagram live,
He's just finishing?
it's usually when he's drunk.
Oh, no.
Which has only been twice. I'm not saying he gets drunk a lot and goes live.
No, it's just when
It's just
you have.
when I happen to catch him.
Right.
Like
it's
last
Labor
time.
Day weekend, Freeman.
Yes, it would be the Labor Day weekend, September 4th-ish.
Yeah, very beginning of September.
But like the last time I seen him, he was with Futuristic and
Oh,
was
that's
gone
great.
off his ass. It was fantastic.
I need to catch one of those.
I've been chat with you guys running away from my mind. Somebody says some dumb shit to get under my skin, then I circle back around to where my night begins, and I'm trapped with my thoughts to bring my life to an end. I saw a therapist back in college and he didn't do shit. Now my life is like Ring Around the Rosie, spinning in circles, burning to ashes slowly, writing my hurt down in a verse before it gets worse, and I had to book a fucking hearse to hold me. And these albums are where I let it all hang out and show my scars for all to play loud. My mom didn't even know I tried to kill myself until I put Tales from the Crypt out. I remember writing some of those tracks I couldn't even record in the studio with Joey crying like a baby boy. All the scars are real and all the stories are facts, so if you listen you'll see I'm way more than fast raps. Why it affects me bad, and I get real mad when these people tell me that I only rap real fast. Alright, copy this, alright, copy that, alright, sound like him, alright, sound like that, cause I pull it all out deep from inside, back from the depths of my dark black mind. Each track that I decide to write shaves off a couple good years of my life. I debated on dropping this or not, I can't lie, cause no matter what it's gonna be an uphill climb, cause before you even click you got a thought of what this is, and every time I do that thought you're gonna box me in. I got the stigma of a fast white rapper, cause I'm white and I rap fast, but why can't I just rap how I like and you listen without labeling my craft? Cause I do rap fast but I also rap slow. For Christ's sake, I've shown you part of my soul. I'm not okay, night of September, the end. These are examples of my holes. These are the parts of my soul that I wrote and took from my dome and spoke so you can relate back home. These are the locks of my brain that I broke and dove into so you can know what I know. And this album is more of that. I've got so many stories that have been untapped, so sit back and listen and buckle up for the ride. It's the Tales from the Crypt on how I'm buried alive.
That was fucking fire.
I have chills. But it's so true. I don't understand why people are so mean and critical. Like, look, guys, I'm not a nice person. I'm just not, and I'm okay with that. However, I don't spend my time going around and being cruel.
Right.
Like, it's a waste of my time. I don't understand why people put that energy into harassing people and telling them all of this crap. Like,
This is actually why I go through phases on Twitter, where I usually find myself getting pulled into drama or stepping into drama.
Right.
And then I realize it's not my drama to be stepped into, so I back off. I usually just try to joke with people.
Right.
Because, like, I don't honestly really care.
I mean, yeah, joking aside, though, like, people legit are cruel, and I don't understand, and I don't understand why people have to be one thing or another.
Right.
You know, why do we have to box people in? That's just not, especially creative people.
Right.
Like, if it's them actually creating all of it versus, you know, just somebody that they found that can look the part, then creative people tend to be all over the place, just naturally. So I just don't understand.
Speaking of Tom, our
Hey,
reaction
Jabby.
to his new song will be out tomorrow. Hi, Jabby!
But yeah, that was intense.
I like that.
I do like the references to all of the songs. I'm Not Okay, Buried Alive, September, like all of the things that he dropped in there saying pieces of my soul, and, you know, that it shaves off a couple years of his life to do this kind of thing. Also, that had to be an intense
This
conversation
Independence Day is made of
with his mom.
Right.
Like, seriously. She didn't know until he released a song about it. That's fucking intense. All right.
All right, so we've actually have a reaction out for this, so we're just gonna play it through and not pause it unless we have something.
This is the one that I stuck my foot in my mouth, right? And Mama Crypt thought it was funny.
I think so.
Yeah, pretty sure. So if you want to see me fuck up, like normal, go watch our reaction.
Right. So this is Crypt, Jelly Roll, and Adam Calhoun.
Jelly roll.
Jelly Roll. How you doing, Jelly Roll?
Marriage, twoo. Marriage.
No, so it was funny. So I went into this talking about Adam Calhoun and how we hadn't reacted to him in a long time and why.
Right.
So if you're curious about that, go watch the original reaction. But this is a fantastic song.
Yeah, they're all incredible artists.
Right.
It had nothing to do with his skill level. So yeah.
But all right, so this is Call It Quits.
Blood is running down my face, tears are forming in my eyes. Father always told me pain is temporary, keep in stride. Lift your head up, don't you cry. Fighters always will survive. The hurt you feel inside can only mean that you're alive. Keep your head down and digging. God will provide you vision and lead you where you need to be. If you just shut up and listen and ignore the opposition, they just want your position. They want to ask you out like the atheist do to Christ and Christmas. So don't ever stray away from this path that you'll create. Get that tunnel vision, don't you quit, keep working every day. So I made a promise to myself that when I hear that final bell, I'ma give it everything that I got. And I told God I wanna fail until I'm on my deathbed and I'm staring into heaven's eyes. I will never let nobody else control my life. I'ma wake up and I'll take what's mine. Ain't no way I'll wait in line. Life is moving way too fast for me to be stuck back in time. You can take away everything that I ever worked for. I'ma keep on pushing till I earn more. I won't ever fall. Won't never break. Won't never crack. Won't never flip. Won't never stop. Won't never. Won't never call it quits. Call it quits. Try to hold me back, but I'll always find my own way. 'Cause I am a beast that you won't tame. I won't ever fall. Won't never break. Won't never crack. Won't never flip. Won't never stop. Won't never. Won't never call it quits. Call it quits.
You can tell, just look in the sky, the angels are near. Came out the gutter with Pennywise, I was facing my fears. I made it out the streets even though I was...
By the way, Jelly Roll still wins for the Pennywise
Yeah,
reference.
I know. I was just remembering. I was like, dude, I remember now. He got mega points for his verse. Aside from the talking about like weed growing out of the cracks and just all kinds. Sorry, my back hurts, guys. This, that, and the other. In Iceland. Oh, he's also a musician, huh?
Interesting.
Vladimir. Yeah, I really like Jelly Roll.
I think that's Valdemir.
Valdemar. Sorry.
gutter with Pennywise, I was facing my fears. I made it out the streets even though I was left to die. Still I sprouted out the concrete despite the pesticides. Somehow
Right.
I bloomed to a beautiful rose. I was consumed with the blues, such a musical soul. This industry is full of hardships and politics, but I will never call it quits. In fact, I want all of it. You see fire in my eyes, even though I'm criticized. I have been vilified, belittled and minimized. If you ever dealt with depression, I really empathize. Promise you the more money you make, the shit intensifies. Ludicrous, I deal with all these Judases in service. Mama
Sleepy Hollow.
What up, Sleepy Hollow? Ah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. So,
We've been starting our days super late.
I just want to say, there's this review website that Crypt had posted where they basically completely shit on this album.
What?
Yeah.
Like a legit site? Like that people pay attention to? Sounds like Tomato Meter.
But I would like to say it's a good thing you guys are critics that no one gives a fuck about, because I'm telling you what, I am so happy and so proud of Crypt for doing everything he did with this album.
Correct.
I think he hit number 2 on the charts.
Yeah, no, like
correctly.
it sounds like Tomato Meter.
Right.
Like everyone looks at it and they're like, oh, it got a 17%. Must be a damn good B movie. You
Right.
know? I mean, like, it's a joke.
But
Yeah, that is rough. I really like the sound of the three of them together. They vibe really well. You've got the different levels of hardness in terms of, like, they're 3 different ages from 3 different kind of demographics, but they've all had it hard. And I really like them together. Uganda. Yeah, we try to go live earlier, but it would be like, if it's 6 a.m. now, yeah, it would be
you'd have been asleep
in the middle of the night for you. Yeah.
Oh man, what up,
Hey,
boss?
Bars!
How's it going? Tell Scheme we said hi. I seen he was live. Now,
Oh, from India? Okay.
what's really cool
Still, it would be the middle of your night.
is we haven't heard the song or seen this video.
Oh, cool. All right. We hadn't heard the first one either.
No.
So, yeah.
We'd heard the like I said we already had a reaction out for the last one, and again, if you're interested in what our thoughts are on it
Right.
overall, go watch that.
Like I said, I can't remember the faux pas I made, but it was definitely enough that Mama Crypt commented on it.
I don't remember either.
It was, I'm pretty sure I was tired and it was a word fuck up. And I
Just got home from
remember
the beach.
it was bad. Like, I can't even remember what it was, but I know it was bad.
Hope you had a lot of fun, Bars. I'm not a
What
beach
beach?
person myself, but
I grew up spending a lot of time at the beach. I like the beach. I prefer rocky beaches with craggy, like tide pools and shit. Not swimming, but,
surprisingly enough, I'm a woods person.
I like the woods too. I mean, that's the great part of Northern California is you've got, like, all the different sort of geographical things, like, right there.
Right.
So, yeah.
All right, so this is I Won't Miss You, and I'm super stoked to hear this. Let's see what you got,
I
Crypt.
like it when he's kind of a beach.
Right.
My whole entire life can go out like a flame. One
What?
last wish and I will blow it away. But before I go, I've got one thing to say. I won't miss you. And my whole
He's been taking cues from Atlas. He's really been working on his singing voice, and it shows.
Bruh.
That is emotional
Bruh.
and on pitch and incredible, and he's got, like, a little grit in there. I'm
Fire.
fucking super impressed.
Fire.
Yeah.
I won't miss you. And my whole entire life can go out like a flame. One last wish and I will blow it away. But before I go, I've got one thing to say. I won't miss you at all. I saw you yesterday for the first time in 3 years. I almost didn't recognize you. We locked eyes, but you pretended we didn't, and it seemed clear. You saw me, and it terrified you. You probably thought of all the awful things you did to me in past time, and everything came rushing back in. But that's just water underneath our bridge, so let's cross that bridge, and I'ma push you in. I saw you
Yes! something about like, it was Atlas pushed her off the cliff.
Right.
But I swear I said something in a Crypt video that Mama Crypt commented on.
I think it was one off of his last album. The one where he killed her on the docks.
Yeah, I have a thing about like just push him in. Like, come on.
I like that. Let's cross that bridge and push you in.
Right?
Our bridge, so let's cross that bridge and I'ma push you in. I saw you hiding that ring on your left hand, probably shopping for a shirt for his best man. You wouldn't hide it if you didn't feel a single ounce of guilt about you leaving what we built and what was next planned. I hope you go to sleep tonight and all you dream about is me and all the awesome memories that we had let stand. And you text me in the morning saying sorry that you didn't talk to me, and I'ma leave the message left read. And when I go to sleep tonight, I'ma make sure that I pray for you. Pray that he can treat you like you want and like I couldn't do. Pray that he's the reason that you smile all the time. Pray that he can keep you happier than any guy. Pray that you were living in the dream that you wanted. Pray you wake up every morning with a husband that's supportive. And I pray that all your prayers have been answered and he's heaven sent, and then he cheats on you like I never did. I'm praying that it rains on your wedding day, tears from the heavens gates from my...
This reminds me of that.
I love that. I hope you're like so perfectly happy and then he fucks it all up for you.
Right. This reminds me of that country song
Oh,
that's been
yeah.
requested a couple times in our lives.
Pray for you.
It's
I
called
think is
Pray
what
for
it's
You.
called. Yeah. Yeah, this reminds me of one of the forensic files or it was either forensic files or the cold case files where the
Hers
guy
went way dark, y'all.
Yeah, no, but like so the guy eventually got arrested. I think it was cold case files. But it was a decade later, something like that. And the cop goes, well, you know, everyone was like, well, he got to live 10 more years of his life and blah, blah, blah. But the way I see it, when this incident occurred, he was a fucking loser. And in the decade since, he got a house, 2 cars, a good job, a family, you know. So I think it's more punishment that it was taken away from him once it got good. And I was like, oh, you're kind of petty. I kind of like you. Yeah.
Heyo,
Thank you,
thanks,
Alex.
Alex. Appreciate you. Miss you, man. All right.
And then he cheats on you like I never did. I'm praying that it rains on your wedding day, tears from the heavens gates from my grandma cause you didn't show up at her wake. Why was that so hard to make? Probably cause you knew the way you treated me was evil and she wouldn't want you anyway. I pray that when you look at me in the eyes at the altar, you only see the times that you'll fail and you'll falter. Your mirrors will flop cause you're frail in your heart and you'll finally realize that you're a monster. My whole entire life go out like a flame. One last wish and I will blow it away. But before I go, I've got one thing to say. I won't miss
No, not Joe.
you, and my whole entire life can go.
Joe Kedden is fire, though.
Joe would just be like, my. Yeah, no, it was... I've been watching Cold Case Files and Forensic Files recently. I like Joe Kenda. Don't get me wrong. But I've seen all his shit. I've seen these too. Whatever.
Won't miss you, and my whole entire life can go out like a flame. One last wish and I will blow it away. But before I go, I've got one thing to say. I won't miss you at all.
Sell it, girl.
Oh, that had an abrupt ending.
Abrupt.
No, what are you doing? No, why'd you go back? You're being weird.
I was sad he retired from doing the ID channel. On the flip side, I was happy for him for why he retired. But I would have liked him to continue just selfishly.
Why did he retire?
His wife convinced him to do the whole show. And part of it was he was from the old school mentality of keep it all inside. He didn't even tell her about his cases.
Right.
And he was self-destructing. So, yeah, he did the show. And after 9 seasons or something, he realized that it had legit helped him to purge it. And he was ready to move on as like a grandfather and retired and so on and so forth. Like it was his own therapy session almost.
Right.
So I'm, like I said, I'm happy for him that he's ready to start his third life, I guess. But yeah.
Actually, we have not seen Shaq's reaction.
not yet.
I have a hard time getting around to everyone because, like, I know Dwayne, who's the one reaction channel I probably watch the most of, him and We Scheme.
Right.
I know We Scheme doesn't react to stuff like that.
Right.
Dwayne actually did a reaction to it, but also had an interview with High Res attached to his.
Oh, cool.
Which is really cool, but it's over an hour long, so I just haven't had an hour to sit down and really listen to that.
Yet. Yeah. Yeah. Which we will do.
But yeah. All right, so this is one of the many songs it hurt to pass on.
Yeah.
Waiting to get to this album review.
And we did actually wait on this one. There's a couple that we didn't, but this one we did.
So some of the earlier ones we didn't know they were going to be on the new album, like Rapping
Right.
From My Closet. We thought was just a little one-off thing that he did.
Right. The Jelly Roll Calhoun one.
We knew that
we
was.
knew, yeah.
And we also knew the other one about the girl that he used
Buried
to talk
Alive.
to.
Oh.
We did the Buried Alive one as well.
Right. Wow.
But we eventually got to the point where we realized when we'd started doing album reviews, so like we knew we were going to cover it, so we started not doing reactions.
Right.
Because we knew we were going to get to it.
Eventually, obviously.
But yeah, this is one of the ones that hurt to miss at the time. So we're here. This is Crypt and Gone. This is Let 'Em Talk, and I'm ready for this. Let's go.
I was gone for a minute, but I'm back and got some things to say. People talking about me, but they talking about the same old things. They worry about my day, and they worry about my life. If they talk behind my back, it just means that they are behind. I let them talk.
I like that. If they talk behind my back, it just means they're behind.
Yep. Bravo, sir. Yeah. Okay.
Talk behind my back, it just means that they are behind. I let them talk. Let them talk.
Sounds like Banks almost.
Let them talk. This gon' be the last time I dress this, cause quite frankly I'm getting pissed off. Wanna be the bad guy on my hit list, cause his shit don't get no talk, so he wants to put my name in his mouth. Boy, you better sit down. Man, it's bad that he's performing for an empty house, but I sold it out. My mama always told me that jealousy rears its face in the face of adversity. Then verses would come my way, but just ignore it. Keep it soaring, leave them sore in the face. They ain't important, you're worth more than their entire estate. So just sit back and laugh at their ass. Keep on stacking that cash. Let them talk if it'll get them off. What they speak just means that they mad. They just want what you got, son, but refuse to do what you did to top them. So the only option that they're gonna rock with is to keep on talking while you keep on walking. So let them talk. For a minute, but I'm back in.
I'm sorry that people treat you so poorly, Crypt, because you don't deserve it.
No.
But I really like you pissed. Not gonna lie. I really like you pissed.
There is a part of me who wonders who this is aimed at.
Well, a whole bunch of people, I'm sure. I mean, yes, Freeman, yes, but it's also helped a lot, too. So, I mean, any science is going to have its mishaps, honestly. Right. But it's also helped a lot of innocent people get out of jail time, too. Like, out of jail. I don't know. I like you pissed. It's rage rapping. It's a good genre for him.
The only option that they're gonna rock with is to keep on talking while you keep on walking. So let them talk. For a minute, but I'm back and got some. If you're gonna keep on talking behind my back, then I'll just do great things in your face. If you're gonna focus on my career, then it appears you're the one to blame. That you're gonna be in my shadow, have shown staring at my backbone and asshole. You know it's a fact, rolling in that dope rap circles around you like I'm a lasso. Went from rags
like
to
a
riches.
lasso.
You just sit back and bitching. Like if you keep babbling, I'ma feel bad and give your ass commission. But I have no sympathy for you. I don't care about the shit that you went through. You only care about me when it's something you need and it's so convenient for you. Then you get up on the internet and act like I left you and tell everybody that I when it blew up. And forgot about my friends, and forgot about my fans, and forgot everybody who helped me get to the top. And I'm a selfish motherfucker, don't deserve what I got. But now I'm happy that I never even brought you along. If this is how you act when your homies get on, bro, you gon' always be alone. I was gone for.
He just siffed somebody.
I give him. I like the wrapping circles around you like a lasso. Very nice. Very nice. I just, yeah.
Crypt's another one of those guys. I don't mind rapping fast.
He's very articulate.
He's very articulate and clear and easy to understand.
There's so much understanding that like some people it's too hard to understand, but he's succinct. He makes sure that he, you know, his diction is on point. Yeah, exactly, Freeman.
I would say him and Binks, when they rap fast, not once have I ever been like, wait, what did he say?
Right.
Like, you can always clearly understand. You might have to rewind to catch everything.
Right, because so much was said. But yeah, no, like, as you're listening to it, you're like, oh yeah, man. But again, it's rage rapping. I love this. Like, people keep on. Don't be mean to him. Just piss him off. I don't know how that works.
Never even brought you along. If this is how you act when your homies get on, bro, you gon' always be alone. I was gone for a minute, but I'm back and got some things to say. People talking about me, but they talking about the same old things. They worry about my day, and they worry about my life. If they talk behind my back, it just means that they are behind it. Let them talk. Let them talk. Let them talk. Let them talk.
And then now we're gonna get Gone, who only makes hits.
I really like the hype behind this too. Like I said, some of the ad-libs sound like Binks. The whoop, you know, that kind of thing. And you don't hear a ton of that in Crypt stuff because his stuff is very emotionally driven, which
well, a lot
I
of this
love. But
here's one thing, a lot of this was mixed at Gatz's. So I'm sure Gatz was like, hey,
by the way,
you should totally get in there and just be like, woo!
just be sassy. Yeah, no, it's great.
I don't remember if Dwayne and Crypt... Now, I know Dwayne was on one of the YouTube ciphers.
And I know that they
I think he was on the first
wanted
one.
to.
First or second.
I just don't know that they...
But I don't know if they've actually gotten... Well, no, they did the Clicked Up when it was Screw, Crypt,
Right.
Dwayne, and Chase.
So, yeah, it was a little bit of a smaller group, but it still wasn't just a duo.
But, yeah, they haven't done something that's just the both of them, I don't think. I could be wrong, though.
Yeah.
There's
Hopefully
a lot of
they
music.
do at some point.
Let them talk. Let them talk.
Should I let him talk? Never know. Y'all are more corny than ethanol. I got no patience for Twitter tweeting. If we really beefing, then I pull up with a weapon drawn. Came in this bitch like a wrecking ball, using my pistol and Uzi like do. Mad every time before they set me off. I am becoming a villain when I kill him like Ben and all. Pull up to the fucking murder scene. Dead body with the flies buzzing like a worker bee. So much uncertainty, there's sure to be some absurdity with the witnesses. It occurred to me if they're squealing, then I'll be serving like 300 years in the pen. So I'm never gonna let them talk keep it with friends, but I fear that it's nearing the end. I got demons appearing again every time that I'm searing the pen to the paper. The lyrics offend every person who's hearing it. They're in defense. I've been cheering against this American cancel culture fucking arrogant shit has been wearing me. Then it's embarrassing, treating me like I'm a terrorist. I'ma go bearing the bend as I'm staring the bench till I rearing the deer. It's a miracle that I was carrying left cause I had a few beers at appearance events. All these motherfuckers dropping me to drinking and it has me thinking all the stress I'm dealing with has got me barely clinging on to winning. Now my eyes are shrinking. No, there's not an inkling of hope. I don't really wanna see no internet trolls telling me I'll never be dope. Every beat I kill so cold will bust flows till I rip my soul. Real hustle when I get up in the stool with the real ones and spill blood cause I'm still cutthroat. Until the day I wanna make it, I'ma be a renegade until the haters never gonna emulate them. Crypt and I make green paper. We live a life you could never dog. Meme makers are weak haters. They're unhappy and already lost. RIP as I cremate them. You hot flashing like menopause. Give a a little chump middle finger up as I let them talk.
Oh my god. He had so many bars in there. I like the deer, with the driving and the deer, and then he followed up with carry on, like carrion, because that's a dead animal.
Right.
Shit, there was another one that I really liked. His use of vocabulary, like, that's absurd. Stuff like that really stuck out to me. He's very fantastic with his thesaurus. Very good with it.
Alright, let's wrap this song up.
Give a fuck about a little chump middle finger up as I let them talk.
I was gone for a minute, but I'm back and got some things to say. People talking about me, but they talking about the same old things. They worry about my day, and they worry about my life. If they talk behind my back, it just means that they are behind it. Let them talk.
I like the talk. Talk.
Did you notice every single song ends
Abruptly?
with...
The knife stabbing sound?
It's a shovel.
Oh, it's a
Throwing
shovel.
dirt.
Got it. Okay, so he's getting buried. Yeah.
I see you, Crypt.
It sounds more like... maybe it's just because I'm stabby.
Oh no, here, It's the initial sound, but then you hear the...
Okay. Oh, okay. All right.
I'm liking this album.
Oh, it's fire.
All right, next up is I Don't Wanna. I don't know if this has a video. It does not. So we'll actually listen to it on Spotify. All right, we're 5 in, 10 more to go, I think. I think it was 15 tracks long. Yes. So this next one is just Crypt, and it's called I Don't Wanna.
Neither do I.
Me either. Like usually, get out of bed.
I don't wanna.
Get out of bed. Let's get it.
I don't wanna shop for no black slacks. I don't wanna shop for no dress shoes. I don't wanna shop for a black tie. I don't wanna shop for a black suit. I don't wanna hear a bunch of phone calls. I don't wanna hear we're sorry for your loss. I don't wanna see a bunch of people contact me acting like they even cared at all. I don't wanna see a bunch of RIPs filling up another Facebook feed. I don't want another text from a fake friend saying that they're thinking of me. I don't want my name in no newspaper. I don't wanna meet another caretaker. I don't want another conversation with someone that's telling me that God's plan is greater. I don't want another 3-day event. I don't want no more sadness to bathe in. I don't want another body to identify on a table that is stainless. I don't want another plot I have to pick. I don't want another hearse I have to rent. I don't want another verse from the Bible that the pastor keeps drilling inside of my head. I don't want another visitation to attend, waiting for the service to begin, knowing half the audience is only there to get bereavement, leaving a 3-day weekend. I don't want to have another flower that is pinned to my chest for the moment, knowing that I have to place it on the blanket of the casket as we take it to the grave to lower. I don't want to be another pallbearer. I don't want to see my father volunteers. I don't want to smell the fragrance of the flowers at the funeral home as a bow of prayer. I don't want another front row seat. I don't want to hear another eulogy. I don't want to listen to the pastor tell me stories of the person right in front of me.
I am liking this. Like, might be my favorite so far.
I'm really liking that on just about every track so far. He's had very almost gothic music for part of the instrumental. I think it was Call It Quits had like organs playing. I mean, it brings that mood, that setting of just the somber quality of some of these songs
Right.
out. So this one started with piano, and I knew as soon as he said the black slacks that we were going for a funeral, just based on knowing a little bit about what was going to be in this album.
Right.
Have you been to a funeral?
Yeah.
Okay. Some people haven't.
Went to my grandfather's. Went to one of my buddies who was killed shortly after he got out of jail.
Right.
I
think I've only been
that
to one.
buddy I went to his grandfather's funeral with him.
That's right. I remember you saying that.
Cried like a baby.
Right.
And I didn't even really know his grandfather. Them military funerals will hit you.
Yeah, they will. I have been to a military funeral. They're very emotional, especially with the gun salute. And
I cry at funerals anyways.
Yeah.
But military ones, I could go to a complete stranger's.
Oh,
and
I've
probably
seen
lose
some
my shit.
complete. So one of our family friends, my mom's friends, was an actual stand-in to do the gun salute and everything. He was a retired.
Ayo, thanks, Freeman.
So yeah, just like some of them. But in terms of personal funerals, I think I've only been to one. To my mom's. And honestly, it was more just sort of uncomfortable than anything.
Right. Appreciate you, Freeman. I would actually normally, if I was at work, I'd probably be in Scheme Stream right now.
Yeah, I don't like watching a lot of the video game stuff. It's just not my thing.
The power of prayer. I don't want another front row seat. I don't want to hear another eulogy. I don't want to listen to the pastor tell me stories of the person right in front of me. I don't want to touch another cold hand. I don't want to say that I don't understand. I don't want to hear that that's the shell of the person I once loved on a casket stand. I don't want to see a bunch of old pictures reminiscing on the pay attention, cause my heart is hurting, knowing that I'll never ever see them again, and this pain that I have is eternal. I don't wanna hear another organ play another sad song like Amazing Grace, or go rest high on that mountain while I'm shouting, asking why he couldn't let him stay. I don't wanna lock arms with my older brother standing over top of corpse. I don't wanna say no more last words as they close the casket door. I don't wanna feel the dead weight in my hands as we pick up the body on the count of 3, knowing that the person that I loved my entire life is lying next to me. I don't wanna load another loved one up. I don't want another purple flag in my truck. I don't want another funeral procession driving through the town, messing traffic up. I don't wanna make another right turn, going through the cemetery gates, only seeing just a handful of my family members show up at the wake. I don't wanna have to pull another casket from the back of the hearse as I'm fighting back, crying and carry it right to the burial site, and then sit at the side while everyone is silent and watch as they drop the casket in the ground, slowly now to 6 feet down, and look around as we all cry and we all say our final.
Rest in peace to the cherry on Hellcat cigarette.
Son of a bitch. That would suck. I've never had, well, I wouldn't be called to be a pallbearer anyway, but I was just thinking, like, I've never had anybody that I cared so deeply about.
I'm trying
Like,
to think.
I haven't been there for the funeral. My dad's mom died when I was in New Mexico, so I was 2 states away, and she didn't have a funeral. She didn't want one. So
I don't think I've ever been a pallbearer. Even with my grandfather, I was still too young to really help carry the casket.
yeah.
Get in the ground, slowly now, to 6 feet down, and look around as we all cry and we all say our final goodbyes. I don't wanna watch them pour the dirt on. I don't wanna accept that they're really gone. I don't wanna forget that they ever existed, acting like my life will continue on. I don't wanna see the time go fast and watch the straw on the gravesite grow in the grass, slowly thinking less and less about them while they lay alone under a stone plaque. I'm just saying that I need some answers, something that can make some sense of this, something that can put my mind at ease, something that gives me a reason to live. Until then, I'm just out here with ghosts, steady looking for my faith, forever searching for my soul, but I feel like I'm walking in place.
Ooh, that's tough, Freeman. I'm sorry. There was about a year, and it was legit a full year, that my mom was dying, and her doctor said, you know, she's dying, and she still has the form of cancer that she had. She had an experimental treatment that actually revitalized her, but she had 73 blood transfusions that 1 year alone, and that was rough, especially because she was rather nasty about it. But yeah, not that I entirely blame her.
Oh, so that's actually my favorite song so far on the album. That was fire.
I don't know.
No.
I really liked the intro.
Bad Friend is probably my favorite. I just mean so far up to this point in the album.
I really liked the first Tales from the Crypt.
Right.
I don't know. I think maybe it's more because I don't necessarily relate to that. Like, I completely sympathize and, like, hit me right in the feels, and he definitely emotes enough that you can just feel it. But I think in terms of, like, actually just getting me involved, like, I just don't relate. So.
Right. All right, next up is Rappers Do Not Like Me, featuring Futuristic.
Nice.
This does not have a video for it, so.
All right.
We will continue down the Spotify train. Let's get it.
Rappers do not like me cause I see right through they bullshit. Rapping about the life they do not live, you cannot fool Crypt. Spitting about them guns, but they know nothing about them full clips. And if I lay the chopper on their lap, you see they full of shit. Zach, these motherfuckers act up when they post on the gram and they act up. I saw a dude post a clip the other day, but the clip wasn't even in the fucking gun. Bro, motherfucker got cold outside cause you putting on the front. You can't fool a motherfucker that knows how to use the gun, put it back in your pocket, you ain't scaring no one. Rappers be doing the most, they be posting these pictures riding in a ghost, but we know it is rented by the buddies folks. Only one that you have is your Snapchat goes, so give it back that rose. Roll your ass out. Your life is about as fake as that deal you turned down. Rappers always telling tons of fables. Rappers always say,
And roll your ass out. We roll it. I'm sorry.
This dude.
That is crazy. The clip's
Just
not
said-
even in.
You're about as fake as the deals you've turned down. He
Yeah.
said, you've never turned down any deals.
Right. They
Come
didn't
on.
exist. Like,
What
that
deals?
car, you know, it's not just your friend that rented it. It's your friend's folks. That's great.
That would suck, bars. And I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry for both of you.
No, we live in Indiana.
He's always lived in Indiana.
We met up in Texas.
Yeah. And no, I didn't live in Texas. I lived in New Mexico, right on the border of New Mexico and Texas, at least at that point. So, yeah.
Ah, Crypt.
My life is about as fake as that deal you turned down. Rappers always telling tons of fables. Rappers always saying fuck a label. But if it actually happened, they'd be cracking quicker than a DJ scratching at the turntable. Rappers always saying fuck the fame. Rappers always say it's my time. Rappers always say they run the game. But I see them lipping on the sidelines. Cause rappers do not like me cause I see right through they bullshit. Rapping about a life they do not live. You cannot fool Chris. Spitting about them guns but they know nothing about them full clips. And if I lay the chopper on their lap, you see they full of shit. Rappers do not like me. I don't give a fuck. Rappers do not like me. Throw my middle fingers up. Rappers do not like me. They say I'm not enough. Rappers do not like me. Won't you come and get some? Rappers do not like me. I don't give a fuck. Rappers do not like me. Throw my middle fingers up. Rappers do not like me. They say I'm not enough. Rappers do not like me. Won't you come and get some?
Low key, maybe high key. No, these rappers do not like me. Cause I cracked the code. I made the mold that everyone come bite me. It's unlikely that you talk up on the web but wanna fight me. Cause in person, you a bitch. I took a picture with your wifey, yo. Say cheese for the camera. I'm a pro, you an amateur. Niggas get real weird when they get a little cop, but we both know you broke as a janitor. Really never been a fan of you.
Oh,
I got
no.
goons that'll handle you. I don't wanna shake hands with you. I got $3 million chilling in the bank right now. I ain't even got a manager. Cause I be on my shit. You should quit. Haters for the weak. Made in front of mud. But
You know you're broke as a janitor?
This is the most fun song so far.
Definitely. And I really like the way that he's inflecting on your bullshit. They had a lot of fun with this. Hey, Yadav.
Hello, Yadav.
I'm so sorry, guys. That's rough stuff.
Losing family is never easy, even when it's
Yeah.
known.
bank right now, I ain't even got a manager. Cause I be on my shit. You should quit. Haters for the weak. Made in front of mud, but you stuck. Blaming it on me. That's a trip, but acknowledge them. Waiting, we gon' see. Wanna diss? Book me for a feature. Eat you for a fee. It's indie amplified. Ample time to spit it and tantalize. Handsome guys still killing it. All you do is fantasize. Handle mine. I know they mad at me, but I just love them. As the last gotta came and diss me. How I ended that discussion. Come on.
Rappers do not like me cause I see right through they bullshit. Rapping about a life they do not live, you cannot fool Chris. Spitting about them guns, but they know nothing about them full clips. And if I lay the chopper on their lap, you see they full of shit. Rappers do not like me, I don't give a fuck. Rappers do not like me, throw my middle fingers up. Rappers do not like me, they say I'm not enough. Rappers do not like me, won't you come and get some? Rappers do not like me, I don't give a fuck. Rappers do not like me, throw my middle fingers up. Rappers do not like me, they say I'm not enough. Rappers do not like me, won't you come and get some?
That was just way too much fun.
I don't think I love that. I love that.
I still love how every fucking track ends.
Yeah. No, now that you've said it,
With another-
I really like another clod of dirt on his. Yeah. So my parents were 40 years old when they adopted me. So my first funeral was around 6, and that was my mom's dad. They all my grandparents were gone by the time I was, I think, 22, and honestly, Dad's mom lived to
Dude, this one has a video.
101. So
Chad is hella depressing today.
hey, don't cry. There was some somber funeral type lyrics.
Yeah, Crypt had
Couple
a
songs ago.
the song we actually 2 songs ago from Crypt was "Let 'Em Talk" or not "Let 'Em Talk." I don't wanna,
Right.
and it was about going to a funeral.
Another funeral. Yeah.
He said, "Don't cry, so
What
is
is
your name."
I mean, Yeah.
To be fair. Alright, so next up on the album is Who You Know from Crypt. This one has a video. Ooh, he's bloody in it.
I can get more
I think
depressing.
Phoenix is going to win.
Okay.
It's gonna.
I can get more depressing.
I mean, fair.
How you doing, Don't Cry? And a knife. Let's get it.
And blood, and it looks like he's gonna lick it.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Sorry. Alright. So this is Who You Know. We got another video, so I'm super stoked.
Right.
Crypt started it. Blame
Right.
Crypt. It's your fault, Crypt.
Of course.
For sparking conversation.
Always.
Oh, shit.
This album is
It's been fire so far. And I think we're just about to hit halfway through it.
Right. All right.
Fire. Alright, so this is Who You Know. And, yeah, it's another video we didn't see, so
Awesome.
let's get it.
He's playing with the.
Who you know
That's
rapping
great.
about the shit that they
I think that's Atlas.
I thought that was Atlas going under too. Yeah.
That's
That's
Atlas.
Atlas.
Why you drowning Atlas?
Don't do that.
Come on,
We
man.
like him too much. Sorry.
Evil.
I love that he's just playing with
Who you
it.
know rapping about the shit that they think when nobody else calling all the shots that they make. I could drop a song tomorrow, but I wouldn't have to borrow permissions to like these other rappers you think are great. Who you know turning down a couple of $100,000 from a company that wanted to control your whole brand with a 5-year deal? Everybody's in a dump, but I'm in year one, already master hand. Who you know that is their own boss? Who you know who's had an opinion it's so raw? Who you know collabing with the idol that they got a couple canvases of them hanging on the studio wall? Bitch, me, I'm bad with it. Disproving what them critics had written. 1 minute I'm trash for the next minute fabulous. Got them going back and forth just to play the game is a badness. My mind is a labyrinth, so many paths to pick, traveling faster, end up where the casket is. Accidents happen whenever I rap, cause I'm packing that heat like the spice in a cabin, and I'm too dope like those hits of cocaine. Flows gas, I'm only getting the propane. It's so sad that rappers thinking they so great, cause when they compare themselves to me, there ain't no way. Moving to the side lane, ole. I'm in the fast track, you in the slow lane. Yo, rap career is like a basket of dirty jackets because you got no game. Who you know rap like me?
He said because you got no game.
God damn. That's that's fucking funny. What's hella depressing?
He's going to be lurking.
Oh, no. So he's got the checkerboard print.
Take care, Sleepy Hollow. Love you, man.
Oh, bye. Thanks for stopping by. He's got the checkerboard print on his wall.
Right.
Makes me think of like a really fucked up Wonderland. Of course, that's where my brain goes. Don't kill Atlas. Gotta reiterate that. But his whole...
Leave Atlas alone. He's already out killing women by pushing them off ledges and shit.
He's like, accidents happen every time I rap. I'm like, dude, you're a problem. You are a problem. Maybe a little klutzy if accidents happen every day. Like protect your neck.
Rap career is like a basket of dirty jackets because you got no game. Who you know rap like me? Who you know spaz on the beat? Who you know smash every track that he raps on? That's it, guarantee.
Poor Atlas. He's stalking him.
I feel like Atlas is
stalking
caught.
him.
I feel like Atlas is caught in Happy Death Day.
Well, I kind of feel like it's unfair. Like, we're not running nowhere. Like, just because it's running, honestly. But, like, no.
That's funny.
Every track that he raps on, that's it, guarantee. Bitch, me, who you know pack that heat? Who you know stack that cheese? Who you know have no beef with the C-O-Y-P-T? Me, bitch, me. Who you know rap like me? Who you know spaz on the beat? Who you know smash every track that he raps on, that's it, guarantee. Bitch, me. Who you know pack that heat? Who you know stack that cheese? Who you know have no beef with the C-O-Y-P-T? Me, bitch, me. Name another rapper that can do what I do. Sing his fucking heart out while playing guitar too, and drop bars harder than guarding Abdul-Jabbar and carve through flows like a harpoon. I'm sick with it, this shit I spit is ridiculous, cause I'm quick with it. Funny, everyone forgets that I'm equipped with the gift to spit venom until they listen and pick Crypt on their list, bitch. I never quit winning. I can tell you a story with a twist. Rap it really slow or rip
Oh no!
Gone.
Gone! Run!
Run, dude. Run. He has lost his shit. Again, I'm loving the inflections. It is... the psychotic, but like fun side of Crypt.
Me?
Yeah, exactly. You know that at some point when he was doing that, he had to laugh.
Had to.
He had to just break down and go, God, this sounds ridiculous. But then when it's all together, it sounds fire.
I'm beginning to feel like it's detrimental to your health to be friends with Crypt.
I think this video might prove that. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
He said it's a problem.
I feel so bad for Atlas and Gone now.
Honestly, just for filming this, because there was running involved.
Ah!
Yeah.
But quit winning. I can tell you a story with a twist. Rap it really slow or rap it really quick. Or rap on any beat, make it sound sick. Get so many clicks, sounding like a metronome in this bitch. Like tick, 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 tock. Time is up according to my wrist. Watch, I'm versatile, full of sauce like lasagna. You versatile, awesome
Like
and every
lasagna.
Who you know rap like me? Who you know spaz on the beat? Who you know smash every track that he raps on? That's it, guarantee. Bitch, me. Who you know pack that heat? Who you know stack that cheese? Who you know have no beef with the C-O-Y-P-T? Me, bitch, me. Who you know rap like me? Who you know spaz on the beat? Who you know smash every track that he raps on? That's it, guarantee.
He didn't see that coming.
So his eyes gone? Pun intended, guys. Nice, Freeman.
Whoop whoop!
Like me, who you know spaz on the beat? Who you know smash every track that he raps on? That's a guarantee. Bitch, me. Who you know pack that heat? Who you know stack that cheese? Who you know have no beef with the C-O-Y-P-T? Me, bitch, me.
Your mom's getting strippers for your sister's birthday? All right.
That's different. That was a fun song too.
I feel like the grave being dug at the end there was not for Crypt.
I don't know.
And he's asking who you know, and like, sorry Crypt, but if you go about killing everybody that knows you, then, you know, who you know.
Oh, they have an official audio,
Okay.
but we're gonna go with the Spotify version. All right, next up is voicemail. This is featuring Chris Webby. Now, I'm going to go into this just being 100% honest. I am not a Chris Webby fan. I have not been impressed with anything that's been requested from him from people on lives. But
there's a couple songs that he did with Justina Valentine that I really like.
Right.
One of them is sort of Wonderland themed. The other one is the psychotic, like he ends up in almost a Hostel, the movie type environment. Both of those I really liked.
But it's Crypt,
Yeah.
and if it was a bad song, Crypt wouldn't put it on here. So
Right.
let's see what it is.
Very pretty. Almost flamenco. Almost.
Where were you on the nights that I sat by myself in my room, out my mind, trying to handle my health, all alone on the phone, hoping you pick up the cell. But now I know how it goes when I get your voicemail. Where were you on the nights that I sat by myself in my room, out my mind, trying to handle my health, all alone on the phone, hoping you pick up the cell. But now I know how it goes when I get your voicemail. So many times I've cried, so many times I've hurt, so many times I've tried to die and take a ride in that long black hearse. But I called you first, but you ignored me, cause you knew that my life was piss pouring. You would move to the side when it gets gory, and then you would arrive when my mood would subside and I get a victory. It's funny how these people tell you that they'll always be there for you through the thick and thin, cause when you lose and they ain't nowhere to be viewed until you improve and begin to win. Then all of a sudden they come out of nowhere and act like they've always been there, like you weren't the one that was braving the storms. They just seen the weather's fair and they want to claim you when you get well, and they'll be quick to say that you're friends and they always knew that you'd excel. But you weren't there on the night I had a gun to my head with a one-way trip to hell. So don't you ever dare to look my way. All you fair weather friends are fake, and if you don't think it's fair, then I'll say, where were you on the nights that I sat by myself in my room, out my mind?
Fair. That's fair. I have been accused of being judgy before, but I am a very loyal friend until you've proven over and like I stay way too long, over and over and over, that when I am having like a severe meltdown, you're gonna ignore me until either you need me because you're having a meltdown, or I'm doing well.
Right.
Like, it's just
Listen,
I have no time for that.
She's better than I. It only takes one fuck up for me to cut you off.
I mean, and honestly, I wish I was like that, because a lot of times it ends up damaging me more.
Right.
You know, but yeah.
Is voicemail still a thing in the USA? Yes, but
I ignore mine.
I literally only check mine once every 6 months.
I don't.
And it's usually just me deleting a bunch of things.
Yeah, honestly, if you can't text me, or, like, I barely check my email either, but if you can't text me, DM me, whatever, not interested.
Right.
It's fair, then I'll say, where were you on the nights that I sat by myself in my room, out my mind, trying to handle my health, all alone on the phone, hoping you pick up the cell. But now I know how it goes when I get your voicemail. Where were you on the nights that I sat by
I like that.
myself in my room, out my mind, trying to handle my health, all alone on the phone, hoping you pick up the cell. But now I know how it goes when I get your voicemail.
You see, friendship should be crystal clear, but with some of y'all, the shit hard to tell. When the chips were down, yelling, give a fuck, weren't picking up when I called your cell. But then it changed, and I bought a chain, and I bought a house, and I bought a range. Now they calling back, want an autograph, but they cussing and wanna come hang. Shit, it's not even like I'm still pissed at them, cause carrying that shit is toxic. And now, I'm way more rich than them. I'm too busy counting my profits, took my shot to explode. Y'all ain't acknowledge me, so you can still come to my shows. You'll just get charged to the dough, yeah. All of them fake ones, I'm riding out with my day ones, and we still tight as fuck, breaking bread, taking vacations. Ain't mad at you at all, too many plaques up on my wall. I'm not trying to be a dick, but you should have picked up my call.
Where were you?
All right,
This
that's
is another
probably
one
my
I really
favorite
like.
Chris Webbyverse.
Yeah, I really like this one. Like I said,
That was nice.
I really like the couple with Justina Valentine as well. One is fun and one is more like this, but I mean, he has a point. Like, now that I've bought myself all this shit, now you want to come hang? Not even trying to be a dick. Like, I've moved on.
Right.
You know, keeping all the harboring all of this is like, it's toxic. I'm not even mad. Not even mad.
Not even mad.
Just like, pay at the door. Pay at the door.
I'll wave to you out in the crowd.
Yeah.
Hi.
Like, along with everybody else in the crowd. Yeah, like, not for you individually. I'm a little petty.
You should have picked up my call.
Where were you on the nights that I sat by myself in my room, out my mind, trying to handle my health, all alone on the phone, hoping you pick up the cell. But now I know how it goes when I get your voicemail. Where were you on the nights that I sat by myself in my room, out my mind, trying to handle my health, all alone on the phone, hoping you pick up the cell. But now I know how it goes when I get your voicemail.
Almost kind of a Santana sound to the guitar.
Right. I'm sorry. That's amusing.
Yeah. Like, come on. You know it's funny.
All right.
Bad friends.
So the next one we definitely have
A reaction to.
a reaction to.
Right.
So we're gonna peep through this without pausing
Really
it.
pausing, yeah.
If you're curious about what we thought, it was all positive.
Right.
Watch the video.
Right.
Watch it. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this. This is my favorite song on the album. I mean, that should...
2:30 in the morning and I get a text from my friend. She said I need you right now and I already knew what that meant. See, me and this girl, we think alike. Too many phone calls spent for me to know she's thinking about her life and how it's gonna end. See, on the outside we're happy and we show it to the world, and we put on this fake exterior so the truth won't unfurl. But I know who she is, cause it's like looking in a mirror. All these smiles and cries for help and it couldn't be any clearer. So I pick up the phone and call her as she answers through her cries. She's hyperventilating, telling me that she wants to die. My heart starts to race and my thoughts begin to blur. We're 9 hours apart, but I'm seconds from losing her. I try to calm her down and tell her what she means to me. Even though we're new friends, she's seen a side that no one sees. Told her, listen to my breaths, I'm right here, please breathe. You got so much left to do, stay here, don't leave. The cries got even louder as the breaths got short. I told her, listen to my words as I fell down to the floor. Stay with me, I'm here, let it out, it's okay. Just cry till you can't cry, no more tears down your face. A couple minutes went by and the crying finally stopped. But not because she did, because the phone call dropped. I called her back quick, just hoping I'd hear hello. But I just kept getting met with the sounds of those dial tones. I froze. What do you do in that moment? Do you call the police, or do you hope that she's over it? Get a hold of her parents and tell them the situation, just so they can pull her from college and end her aspirations. Leave it alone and hope it was just an escapade. Pray from a text from her in the morning saying that she's okay. Call anyone you know just to make sure that she's alive. Ignore it completely and pray to God that she survived. I let it go. She must have wanted to be alone. I guess that this was just another one of her episodes. She never told no one about this depression she dealt with. And who was I to air out her secrets? That would be selfish. So I lay down in my bed and I rested my head. Closed my eyes and drifted peacefully to sleep. Then I dreamt that I would see her tomorrow and I would speak to her then. Till I was woken to several missed calls and texts that she's dead. My heart broke. She downed a bottle of pills. She took them shortly after our call ended and it felt surreal. She was a friend of many, a student athlete at her school, a daughter, a sister, a very special jewel. At the funeral they told us that nobody had a clue that they could have saved her life, if only that they knew. And if someone at the funeral had ever felt depressed, to get some help so that your face won't ever end up in the press. There wasn't a dry face in the room, only 22 years old, an entire life in front of her, and now she's laying there cold. If only I'd called someone, we wouldn't be here now, and nobody would be sad, and I wouldn't feel like I let her down. But that's not what happened, cause instead of going to bed, I called every person I knew to check to make sure you weren't dead. I stayed up 7 hours praying every second of it, just hoping to get a text saying that you weren't heaven sent, but then I got it. You told me that I had no right, and blocked me on everything, and we ain't talked since that night. Was I a bad friend? Options? I had none. I guess I'd rather be a bad friend than a sad one.
And again, I have chills.
Yep. Song always gives me chills.
Okay, so message-wise, depth-wise, this is my favorite. Sonically and, like, replayability, no. But I definitely, this is my favorite in terms of, like Freeman said, this is a masterpiece that he put together with a real story behind it and a real message. And you know what? Like I said in the reaction, I'd rather be a bad friend than... Because it almost felt like a condemnation in the Reverend's thing of, like, nobody knew, and if someone had just called or if one person knew, we could have saved her. And I know that's not the intent, but that was the feeling Crypt was almost kind of getting, you know? Like, he could have saved her.
Right.
And that is, you know, in the end, what he chose to do. So yeah. I'd rather be a bad friend.
6 more songs. Yeah.
I'm glad they are. I'm not glad that it's become such a mainstream thing that it's become cool to say you have mental problems, even if they're... I mean, like, talk about your problems, talk about all of it, but don't play around with the deeper stuff unless it's true.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so next up is it true?
Is it true?
Is it true?
Right.
This does not have a video, so We will peep it out through Spotify. Again, make sure you're following Crypt on Spotify and YouTube and all those
Whatever
places.
streaming devices you have, though.
Right. So let's go ahead and jump into this. This is, like I said, Is It True?
Is
from
it true?
Crypt. Already like it. Already like it.
Anything that makes me laugh, That's great. No.
Grandpa. Hey, Grandpa, come here.
Oh no.
I want to play a game with you, Grandpa.
1,
What's the truth
2.
or dare? I'll go first.
With your
Is
grandpa?
it true that when my mom was 2, you started to abuse her? Lost your wife and decided mama would be a new one? Is it true what they say about your place? Or just a rumor that it's harder than you can imagine there with Lucifer? Is it true that when you spent a couple years behind bars, you lied and told my mama that you got in a fight at the bar? Is it true that instead you were picked up by the feds cause you were transporting minors across the border for sex? Is it true that all your buddies would come and lay on the couch, get high on some pills and you threatened to pass her around? Is it true that when she said that she would tell what you did, you told her you would kill her if she ever opened her lips? Is it true that you're
Holy fucking God, what?
This went a completely different direction than I expected from the first 10 seconds.
I knew it was going to be nightmarish. I definitely expected it to be Crypt having a nightmare. For some reason. But... wow.
You told her you would kill her if she ever opened her lips. Is it true that you're uncomfortable? I'm sorry. Let me back off. I'm sure you haven't thought of this in years, or even at all, but I'll make this so much easier. Dares are way more fun. Let's spice this game up a bit, Grandpa. You ain't no punk. I dare you to try to make it right. All those things that you did, how you took delight in innocence of your very own kid. I dare you to try to blame it on your own mental health. Tell me that you were sad. Tell me that your kid helped. I dare you to try to tell me that you loved her too much, cause you don't even know what love is, you miserable fuck. I dare you to try to right all these wrongs you did in your life, but you can't fix it, eternity isn't enough time. I dare you to lie to me, that's a sight I'd like to see, because hell has no fury like the fire inside of me. I dare you to make excuses, I dare you to justify it, I dare you to disprove it, I dare you to survive this, but I dare you to meet me at the gates of hell when I come, cause I'll be there for a moment, and you and me can have fun. It really is a shame that I don't even know your name, cause if I did, I'd go to Tulsa and I'd spit on your grave. I thank God I never got the chance to meet you, cause I probably would have been the one that killed you. After Mama told me all those things you did, you're lucky that a heart attack got you before her kid.
Woo!
Vengeful Crypt is no one to fuck with.
I was not...
That got me a little teary because we know or communicate with Mama Crypt.
I'm kind of mad.
I'm pissed off. I mean, yeah. Seriously? He would have had a small army, a militia with him. Like, fucking God.
That was rough. I'm at a loss for words.
Brilliantly put together, not gonna lie. But, like, fucking God. Oh, wow.
I actually did drop out of college.
I have 2 senior level classes to complete and fucking statistics. Like, your general. And I hate statistics. And therefore, well, that and getting pulled off on disability of work, like, what am I going to do with a degree? Like, I didn't want to pay for 3 former classes. No, I just... Plus, I had a teacher that was Romanian, and don't get me wrong, I have nothing personally against that, except for I couldn't understand her. And statistics, math in general is hard enough for me that, like, I don't know. But I was the chem lab TA, lab rat in college.
Now we have, I believe we have a reaction out for this one.
If we've seen it, we probably do.
So we're just gonna listen through this one. If you're curious about,
we need a breather anyway.
yeah. If you're curious about our thoughts, go watch the. I think we have a reaction to this.
We should, like,
Let
if
me
we've seen it.
Make sure.
Oh,
No, I didn't want. Stop it.
true. I mean, some of the teachers are great, and they go out of their way. My chem job actually helped. So the place that I was working had a fire, an electrical fire, and burnt, like, down. It was closed for a year while we were, while they rebuilt, and then we had to do inventory and reset it all up and so on and so forth. And I was already part-time TA for the chem lab and then became full-time, and it was paid at that point. So that kind of saved me for that year, because I had to pay for my college classes. It also gave me a discount. Hey, Gareth.
What up, Gareth? All right. So we do have an actual reaction out for this. If you're curious about our full thoughts on it,
Okay.
go check that out. So we're just going to listen to this without any pauses, and let's enjoy.
I'm at the point where I'm tired of giving chances.
Okay,
People
I
take
remember.
advantage of me, then they up and vanish. I'ma paint this perfect picture so that you can see him damaged. But just like its name is Nate, it'll probably stay on the canvas. See the skill that I brandish, it's overlooked like a canyon. It makes me mad enough to savage up and load up a cannon and blow it at the planet. For ignoring this gold in the hand, it's so misunderstanding what you're looking for. I've shown you Atlantis. Once upon a time, there was a little kid, his name was me. Dripped of ripping tracks apart like a barber that can hardly see. He grew up to be big and strong, pissing the industry off, wishing they'd listen cause they missing what set script shit apart. But I'd have made it without a label, without a deal. It's not a fable, just cop the crib on top of a hill. So I can watch you as you continue to hate you say, but yell it loud cause I'ma yell this back at your face. You won't ever be in a zone like me. No one will blow up your phone like me. Won't ever go on the throne like me. Hot damn, I'm the man and you wanna be just like me. You won't ever be in a zone like me. No one will blow up your phone like me. Won't ever go on the throne like me. Hot damn, I'm the man and you'll never be just like me. So now it's time to flex. Go.
And I think I said this in the other reaction. Shout out to the Undercover Prodigy hat.
Go home with that disrespect. I've been complimented by legends. Even got a song with. So when you talk that mess, it goes in one ear out the next and travels down my side and intertwines inside my pen. I ain't got room inside my head for these dudes that sounding upset at my clout and success. I'm bound to be crowned around as the best while you just pout that you're not next up. Boy, just get your checks up. I do this shit for real, but you just out here playing dress up. I will mess up any motherfucker that comes my way. I'ma step up from the other duds that claim they spray. Cause I'ma do what I say I'ma do, and that's on the Bible that's final and primal. There's only so much I can't take. Yeah, I'm in beast mode and I'm running like I got a cheat code. And this shit is easy like a free throw. Put him in my position and he froze. He's finito. Why would you say that I'm out with the flames? Keep lying away and you'll lie in the grave. Sleep quietly while I am climbing, and I'ma keep rhyming this way. I'm at the height of my game. Cause they say I'm whack as fuck, but I don't care what they told ya. Cause I'm about to blow way bigger than Cardi B's areolas. So let's go ahead and take a poll, cause I know I'm better than most ya. Your flow's boring like a bowl cut. My flow's turning over oceans. Everybody coming at me, when they gonna stop though? I remember when nobody knew me, I was lost though. But then I made a name and everybody was the famous, so they tried to put me out like they saw smoke. Raw milk, unexpected like it was a pothole. Never get the support of my peers like a lost boat. Now you wanna help me try to get a bit of fame, but the only time I'ma pull strings for you's on the crossbow. You won't ever be in a zone like me. No one will blow up your phone like me. Won't ever go on the throne like me. Hot damn, I'm the man and you wanna be just like me. You won't ever be in a zone like me. No one will blow up your phone like me. Won't ever go on the throne like me. Hot damn, I'm the man and you'll never be just like me.
Oh, this one didn't have the digging sound at the end of it.
What?
So that one didn't have the digging sound at the end of it. I'm sure the actual song does,
Right.
but I don't think the video did. Ah, baby.
What?
This one also really hurt us to not do.
Which one? Oh yeah. Okay.
So I remember when this video dropped, we were so bummed. Because again, we knew we were going to get to the actual album review. And we absolutely, I mean, we absolutely love Crypt, but we also absolutely loved Atlas. Or love Atlas, not loved.
Yeah.
Being a presidential speech. Hey, best presidential speech of all time wasn't even a real one.
Right. Independence Day.
We watched Independence Day last night. Probably the 3 billionth time for me.
Quite a few times for me. It's been a long time.
Woo! It's a good speech. All right. So this is Crypt, Atlas, there for you.
All right. I'm
so
here
excited
for it.
for this.
I'm there for
Finally,
them.
get to listen
Yes.
to this song.
Although he killed Atlas.
Apparently not.
Okay.
Maybe
It
it was
wasn't
Atlas's
true.
twin brother.
That was the evil Atlas, his
Maybe it was
doppelganger.
evil Atlas and evil Gone. Maybe Crypt's really a superhero.
I could see that.
He's like Ronin. He goes and kills bad guys.
I could see that.
And he killed the evil versions of Gone and Atlas.
Right. Okay. Rid the world of villainy.
So he killed Battle Rat Gone.
Right.
I fucking love you guys.
All right.
Anyways. Oh, shit.
That's a straggler. I was getting a BS in psychology.
He said he finally went too fast for me.
All right.
All right, Crypt and Atlas, there for you. Let's get it.
And I'll be there for you.
Woo!
I know it's hard for us to love the way we knew before they broke our trust. And I'll be there for you. I know we don't have much, that don't matter to me. All I need, all I need, all I need, all I want is your love.
On the nights that no one's there, you always are. When the phone calls get ignored, I know you're never far. And every time my heart aches, you're always there for me to vent. So when the world puts its weight on my chest, I breathe with your breaths. And from the times I was broke up until the time I was rich, you never switched how you treated me. You see me the way I wish. You always hold me to the highest standards, unafraid to let me fall. Because when I get back up, you know it's better just to dust me off. And let me learn by example and toughen up my thoughts. Sometimes you got to touch the stove just to know it's hot. And you get
Right. Your son. Yeah. I like the I'll breathe with your breaths, because that's, so I have a tattoo right here, guys, and my best friend does too, and it's the symbol, which means breathe. And that was basically the concept behind it, was when times get tough, we're there to breathe for the other person when they can't. So the way that he phrased that is almost exactly what our thought process was when we got them. And on the placement of the tattoos, too. So, yeah.
and toughen up my thoughts. Sometimes you got to touch the stove just to know it's hot. And you can tell me not to touch it 100 times, but until my skin is burned, I'll never know what the pain is like. No, I never...
Bruh!
Right.
Bruh! Okay, I was not going to tell the story because I've told it several times, but I'm going to tell it now.
Fair.
So, when my son was a toddler,
That's so funny.
I was cooking dinner on the stove, and he comes into the kitchen and starts to reach up to the stove. And I was like, no, it's hot. Don't touch it. It's hot. And he's like, hot? I'm like, hot. Okay. So he runs off. I go back to cooking. I see this little hand creep up into my periffs. And I'm like, no, don't touch it. It's hot. It's hot? It's hot. Don't touch it. Okay. And he runs off. Now, this happens like 3 or 4 more times. And finally, I see his little hand creep in. And I look over at him. We make eye contact. And I'm like, touch it.
Go for it.
Go for it. He touched it, pulled his hand back. Hot! 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 And he runs off. Now,
Didn't
of course,
do it again.
I made sure he was fine.
Right.
But sometimes you just gotta learn
By yourself.
on your own.
Yeah.
And yes. So for him to use pretty much the exact example
Right.
in the song was awesome. Very relatable.
Again, yeah. With the Sanskrit and that, and yep. I'm here for it.
My thoughts. Sometimes you got to touch the stove just to know it's hot. And you can tell me not to touch it 100 times, but until my skin is burned, I'll never know what the pain is like. No, I never want that pain again. That's like our relationship. Every time when things get tough, I think of parting ways, but then I think about the days before we ever existed and realize I couldn't last without you a single
And
minute.
I'll be there for you. I know it's hard for us to love the way we knew.
You
I
got
mean,
much
I'm not
better
running away
balance.
from him.
Much better balance than I ever could.
Yeah.
Like,
no.
he's walking and barely keeping an eye on the log that he's walking on, and I'd have been like, "Woohoo."
He's singing, like, I'll be there for you. Like, Crypt's like, I was thinking of running away. That didn't cross my mind.
I know it's hard for us to love the way we knew before they broke our trust. And I'll be there for you. I know we don't have much. That don't matter to me. All I need, all I need, all I need, all I want is your love.
So many times I've gotten messages from fans saying that I saved their life, saying I'm the man, saying that without me and this music that I make, that their life would have ended long ago. And that's hard to take because I know how many times I've tried to take my own life, and you're the one that stopped me and told me to go home and write. So really it's you, you're the one that we should all thank. You brought me closer to my family and even closer to faith. You brought me into the life of a family that lost their son, but would comfort their other one when my records were spun. And to my homie Ben, just know that you've done much more for me than I could ever do for you. And I know that's hard to see. You made me fall back in love with the one I wrote this song about, and reminded me of the pain from the stove inside of my house. I'd rather live one day with her than 1,000 without her laugh. I call her the love of my life. You can call
And
her
I'll
rap.
be there for you. I know it's hard for us to love the way we knew before they broke our trust. And I'll be there for you. I know we don't have much. That don't matter to me. All I need, all I need, all I need, all I want is your love.
There it goes.
And honestly, that could be about parents, best friends, you know?
It was a song that was like the exact opposite of 25 to Life.
That's true.
And was pretty much telling the rap game to go fuck itself.
You like his voice. Understatement.
When I'm gone, which was dodgy. And then Crypt's like, no, I love the game.
Right.
It's why I
You
am
call it rap.
where I'm at.
Right. I mean,
That was fantastic.
I'm really glad that some people found music as an outlet for their emotions. Because honestly, whether you will admit it or not, it affects all of us.
Right.
So, and it helps each of us kind of cleanse and purge. I just...
It
yeah.
literally saved my life.
I'm pretty sure that a couple moments there, it definitely changed my opinion on whether it was worthwhile or not. For sure.
All right, what's next?
He definitely can.
Oh, Atlas can do no wrong.
I'll listen to anything Atlas sings.
Yes. All right, we have heard the next one.
Rapping from my closet.
Again, we have an actual reaction.
Blitz, hey!
King Blitz, what up, homie?
This Independence Day is made of metal.
Fuck all the way off Displate, for fuck's sake. I swear to God, you go to their website once and they're like, every fucking ad you'll ever get.
Right. We're like, no, we know of you. Yes, we want you, but no.
Between
right
them
now.
and the people trying to sell me beat loops like I'm a producer.
Right. I mean...
Oh. I love doing these album reviews. So much fun. Nah, so we actually have an entire reaction for this.
Okay.
A whole
A whole one. Not a half of one?
not a half of one.
All right.
Just so you know,
What
we
do you
did
know?
100% think it was fire and thought it was also almost a reactive track, I think, to Tom McDonald.
Right.
Because Tom had said something about people rapping in their closets.
Right, and he's like, but that's where I started. Now, it wasn't like a diss on Tom.
No.
It was just a where you start is where you start.
Right.
You know? I think Tom also started super small.
Yeah.
So,
most
yeah.
people do. But alright, so this is Crypt rapping from my closet. Let's get it.
I just try to stick to myself. There's too many snakes in the grass. Too many fakes in the game. Many two-faced men with holes in my back. I just want to write my raps and retire my mom and my dad. So excuse me, please. I'ma do me, and you can get the fuck off my back. Yo, I'm almost to 1 million. I made it without spending a single cent on the pay-per-click AdSense. Other rappers want to say they didn't pay for their promotion, but I got papers that say this shit's a fat fib. Now I don't know if rappers diss me on the low so they can brag to their friends that they diss me and I didn't even know. But you can tell by their tone that they know that they don't stand a chance if we go toe-to-toe. But I digress this, why stress this? Lines don't concern yourself with sheep, white test Crypt. Boy, I'm on fire like a tire in a wreck pit. Try and blow out my flame, boy, that's a death wish. It's becoming common misconception when I rap it. People think of babbling about nothing. But I'm saying twice the stuff and half the time you complain cause you tried and it came out sucking. Fuck, every day back on the same topic. When it's gonna stop? All this dissing is nonsense. I would rather work together than to bitch about it. Get up on the record with me, spit it, then we'll get a crowd to sit around and listen to us spitting, then we'll get a tally of the better sounding spitter. It's simple, let's get it now, go count it out. I guarantee that you will see that all your votes ain't even close to equaling half of the votes from me. What a scheme that was. All this shit is so fun. I'm just rapping cause I'm happy. You just rapping cause you lunch and I lift you up like I always do. Another fat joke, but it's oh so true and I can't help but do it. So go review it and focus only on that and not the soulful music. Upload your stupid little hopeless review, bitch, and hope it grows to get vocals and views. It's sad that these people wanna talk shit when they never met Crypt cause I would befriend them, but why do I expect nothing but respect from these specs of the rap game? They're nothing but dust. You and I both know that I'm better than most and your whole career is a bust. So give me my rose while I can't smell those and I'll go ascend to the sun. This the last time that I will address it. All these negative comments, you know I have an ill obsession. Suddenly when I rap about my depression I sound like an F and that's a definite way to discredit all my messages. I'm sounding like me every time I'm on the beat. Stop.
Sophie!
baby
Hi, baby girl! I hope you had a wonderful 4th of July, sweetheart.
Depression, I sound like an F and that's a definite way to discredit all my messages. I'm sounding like me every time I'm on the beat. Stop comparing me to others and then maybe you will see. That's no disrespect in 80s, one of the greatest in the game. But the second you take away that I'm rapping about my pain, I'm gonna snap and go insane cause I dealt with it on the daily. Maybe think before you say this shit or begin to speak my way. Hey, album reviews just came in. Tales from the Crypt got a 3 out of 10. A guy told me that I rap too much about my dead grandma and that I sound like a bitch. Wow, some of y'all have no soul. She was my best friend, but she didn't even know that I made a lot of dough from spitting infinite flows. Even though some of y'all say I stole a bunch of those, but when I ask what I stole, y'all don't even know. Cause I never stole shit but the art from your home and y'all lost it. This is nonsense. I'm on the way to blow up, y'all watch this. I just turned down a 6-figure deal. Fuck trying to appeal, I'll keep rapping from my closet.
Oh, this one doesn't have the...
This was one of the first ones though, wasn't
know.
it?
I know!
Like maybe before he had that concept in place.
I've come to expect it.
Right.
The next one is Sundays with Grandma. This is another song we have not heard. I didn't realize how much of this we had heard.
A fair amount. Like I said. I had thought we had.
Okay, so he didn't have an actual video out for this, so we can stick to Spotify. And then we've heard Buried Alive, so this is the last one we haven't heard from the album, which I'm super stoked to hear.
I like it when he raps about his dead grandma.
Yes.
This one's amazing. Okay, I believe it.
All right, let's check it out.
I had just turned 16 when I learned how to drive. My whole life in front of me, I had nothing but time. With the open road and a tank of gas, I had one place to go. Down to Willow Drive to see the purest soul. Right about now, it's been 3 years since Grandma's been alone. She needs me now more than she ever did since Grandpa's down the road. So I pull on into her driveway and she's waiting at the door with a smile across her face that I'd never seen before. And she said, come on in and sit on down. I'm frying this chicken until it's nice and brown. And wait till I tell you about the things I found out about my neighbor too. She is a Baptist small town gossip queen, and she tell it all to me. Sunday lunch with Grandma, making memories.
Whew! All right, Sophie, I love you, sweetheart. Be safe. Have fun mowing lawns tomorrow. Tell your
Sleep
brother I
well.
said hi, and I love him as well. Oh, man. I think this is the song everybody teared up on. I remember
Probably.
some people saying a lot of people teared up on a specific song on
Just
this.
listening to him sing with kind of like the acoustic feel. Yeah.
I also like your Akashi picture. All right.
And she tell it all to me. Sunday lunch with Grandma, making memories. I was 18 when I moved off to school, and Grandma was sad. We had made a routine full of love and food every weekend that had passed. On the Sundays that I couldn't come home, she'd call me every time with a brand new story about the folks at church and how they'd always sing too high. She'd say, honey, I hate to bother you, but this damn TV remote, can you tell me how to fix it, please? And then I'll let you go. So I laugh and tell her what she needs. It was our running joke. And I'd say, Grandma, when I come home, I will see if it is broke. And she'd say, come on in and sit on down. I'm frying this chicken until it's nice and brown. And wait till I tell you about the things I found out about my neighbor too. She is a Baptist small town gossip queen, and she tell it all to me. Sunday lunch with Grandma, making memories. I graduated school when I was 22, and she was proud as could be. I had a girl I would marry till our love grew weary, and one day she'd up and leave. And I cried a river of tears, and my grandma cried too, 'cause she knew how much it hurt me, and that hurt her too. And she said, I won't always be around, but don't ever let another woman bring you down. Baby, please never forget your worth. No woman on earth can know just how good you are with a heart of gold. You're a man of some girl's dreams, but until the day she finds you, you come and grab a bite to eat. So won't you come on in and sit on down? I'm frying this chicken until it's nice and brown. And wait till I tell you about the things I found out working for the Lord.
And so how you doing, baby?
Oh,
I just absolutely love you. And thank you for the supper last night. I love you. I'll see you later. Don't work too hard. Bye, baby.
Woo! No, stop it.
I definitely got chills.
Woo! Almost got me.
And that was so sweet, ending it with a voicemail. Like, yeah. That's incredible, Freeman.
Nice. Oh! Okay, that's my new favorite song on the album. Oh, man.
I'm glad he had that relationship while she was here, though.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, honestly, that's something that's almost lost in life now.
Right. Well, I had old school grandparents, because, again, like I said, their age, you know. Neither of them were really like the cooking, sort of more what I associate with, like, Southern comfort type mentality. Like, my dad's mom was awesome because she was a huge reader, and so the two of us vibed really well. But she was also a lady, and I am not a lady. However, once a month when I lived there, after I turned 16, I would pick her up and take her out to her favorite restaurant that had chocolate silk pie. That's what she wanted, and I hate chocolate, but that's fine. That's what she wanted.
No, you're fine, Freeman.
That's fine. But yeah, I'm glad he had that relationship. I was really sad to move away just because of Pauline. Like, I did not expect her to live to 101 because no one expects that.
Right.
But I did get to see her for that birthday, like a month before she passed. So, again, it's rough, but
It's tasty for liquor. No, that was a fantastic song. That was...
Plus, when he went up that octave, very nice.
You got some pipes on you, homie. Oh, wrong place. All right, next up, we have a reaction out for this as well. So we're just going to play through it. And we'll talk about the album as a whole at the end of this.
2 is fresher than...
Hey, at least it's a new commercial.
Right? Not low anymore.
I just meant brand. It's not a
Oh,
display.
It's Kroger. Right.
It's not
I'm used to Kroger hitting us with, like, Hulu.
people trying to get me to buy Beats. Alright. Like I said, we're just going to play through this without pausing it. If you'd like to know our full-blown, or see our full-blown reaction for it, their video is on the channel.
Yes.
So, let's go. Oh wait, he eats dirt in this. Oh,
What?
he eats dirt in this.
Right.
Somebody save me from myself. I'm following my demons all the way to hell. Talking to God so far away. I'm falling down. I'm buried alive. Do you know what it's like to live your life in the eyes of the public while they wait to watch you fail? Every day they're looking for something old to bring up something new if they see you doing well. And God forbid you did some things in the past, man, you might as well just hang it up to dry. Cause in this day and age, change don't mean a thing, they'll cancel anything in sight. these people are casting stones for things they've done themselves. They just don't have a million people praying they fail and watching every move they make and honing on their mistakes and show the world that you're not who they think. The pressure keeps mounting higher. I no longer desire to live this life I chose, cause I'm no longer inspired. But these people require me to keep bringing a cipher, so I'll speak till I'm tired, holding my feet to the fire, screaming, somebody save me from myself. I'm following my demons all the way to hell. I'm falling down. I'm buried. It's like I read your mind, dude. Finding why would you even try to keep and hide secrets deep inside? You're speaking lies and redefined who I knew. What can I do? Stuck in my room, demons swirl around like typhoons. Life is like a tightrope that I'm walking in. I wanna take that rope and tie a noose. Preparing to die, scary inside, bottomless lows, heroin highs, staring in the eyes of death. I'm paralyzed. I guess it's time for them to bury me alive. Maybe now you see the bar you set for me is higher than the one that I can actually reach. This is what you wanted. Raise your shovels high, lay me in the dirt and bury me alive. Somebody save me from myself. I'm following my demons all the way to hell. Talking to God so
Oh, he was still rapping even though he was fully covered. You could see the little movements.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, I know. That was incredible.
His album reached number 2, y'all.
And honestly, that is far more what he deserves than like the 3 out of 10. Like that person must not have been listening.
I would say he actually reached number 2, and this had come out like just after DMX passed.
Right.
So DMX's albums were,
of course, it was
trending heavily.
Yeah. And he still managed to get in there between 2. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Overall.
And thank you, Matthew.
overall opinions of the album. It was fire.
It was incredible. And it's a great mix of him being rage rappy, which I really like, and really personal. Right. And soulful and introspective and just vulnerable to everybody. And honestly, the person that gave him a 3 out of 10 or gave him shit review, like, they must be soulless for the most part. And that's just, music again is subjective, but like a 3 out of 10,
right?
That just seems like there might be more than just a bias going on there.
Like I said, I went on to read the reviews in the place that Crypt had linked for this album.
It's not that it's bad, it's that it left us speechless. Because, again, we communicate with Mama Crypt, and that's fucking rough.
Right.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was saying.
I'm sorry, you went on to read the reviews.
I went on to read the reviews from the place he was talking about. I don't remember what the name of the website was. I'll probably never go back again. But everyone was just talking shit about... I don't know. It's... my honest opinion, like, this is like a 9 out of 10 album.
Oh, definitely.
Easily.
If not,
at the very least.
9.5, 10. Yeah.
I don't understand the hate that some people had behind it. And honestly, I love that Crypt got up to number 2.
Right.
Because it was almost like a fuck you to them.
Yeah, it was a middle finger up. And honestly, he talks a hell of a lot more about, like... Oh, well, the rage rapping, which was definitely against hateful commenters. and fake friends and so on. But there was only a couple in there really about his grandma.
Right.
So I really think he does manage to sprinkle his friendship, which was super close, with her in, like, adequately. Like, it's not overpopulating the albums or anything, you know?
Right.
But it's a huge part of his life.
Definitely the Singy Crypt was my favorite of the whole thing. Sundays with Grandma. Probably the one that it almost got me to tear up.
Right.
Almost. Honestly, had I experienced something like that as a kid or a teenager or young adult,
Right.
it probably would have.
Right. Right.
But again, having that family member you see all the time is just not, it's not a thing for a lot of people now.
Right. Well, and also it depends on where you live, what kind of attitude you're going to get from them. Because like I said, I saw my dad's mom fairly frequently. But it wasn't there was still there was a separation line. But yeah.
Better make it a memorial edition.
I really enjoyed
nice.
the sentimental songs a lot. I think I really liked The Rage. Not even gonna lie. I mean, it really put him, especially with sort of the swagger that he's adding, like the stuff that reminds me of, like, Gats, for example.
Right.
The ad-libs that have started really becoming apparent in more tracks. I think he picked some incredible beats here. Like, mix of different instrumentals. Really did go for some of the darker sounding things, more somber sounding things, but on the flip side, like, it mixed really well.
Right.
So, I don't know. I liked Rappers Do Not Like Me. They're bullshit. I just, but I think Voicemail was probably the most personally relevant to me. That one and, what is it? I'll Be There For You? There For You? With Atlas. So, but this whole album, I personally would give it a 10.
Right.
It had the perfect mix for me. No.
Like I said, I could probably give it like a 9.5. I couldn't understand people not giving it, or I could not understand people giving it less than a 9.
Right.
It's a very solid, well-rounded album. Has a nice flow to it. It's like a nice body of work.
Exactly.
It's cohesive.
It's definitely cohesive. Like, it doesn't feel like you're jumping around a whole bunch.
Right.
Nice groupings. Ended with a really good kind of message. The intro was fucking solid. Telling you exactly what he's doing on this album. So, again, yeah, I think this was incredible. Bravo, sir, bravo. Yeah?
You stole the words right out of my mouth. You even stole the inflection.
Get your own personality.
I was like, and she's like, bravo, sir. And I'm like, fuck!
It happens.
But yeah, great job. And again, absolutely cannot wait to go out and see them in September.
Not at all.
Have a lot of love for Crypt. Have a lot of love for Mama Crypt. Probably two of my favorite people just in general, let alone on the YouTube scene.
Right.
That'll
do it.
Yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. So this ends our stream. We're gonna go record a few reactions for tomorrow, and then
take a nap.
She'll take a nap. I'll probably
I gotta
video
finish
game.
some chores, but yeah, he might be back for a game stream.
I might game stream, or I might just play games by myself. I don't know.
Right.
So with that being said, we love you guys. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you depraved people later. Bye, everybody.